Hey guys, it's Ben, the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and I just got the Mint's 2020 guide, their collector's guide, and I wanted to go through it with you and talk about it a little bit. And the first thing that I noticed is, of course, that um, David Ryder is the director, and this gentleman here, he's the 39th director. He was also the 34th director. Um, and I kind of get the feeling that they hired him because he has experience, but I also kind of get the feeling that like a lot of things that people leave comments on this station about the Mint being out of touch. Uh, just reading this part, I was really underwhelmed with the commentary. Um, First thing you'll notice on this page here, you have a guy who is clearly holding a proof silver eagle in his bare hands. It is not in a capsule. And, they got him looking like maybe he's a working man from the Midwest or something. I think they're trying to stick to their roots a little bit, right? So I don't know coin collectors who do that. So inside, so this is definitely printed after COVID breakout because there's a little note on here about distribution and COVID. This is the new basketball set that's coming out. As someone dutifully pointed out, the kids set is actually going to have a separate coin in it, a $half that's has a special enhancement. So if you want all the designs, you've got to get that. Also, um, what do they call this? We're going to go ahead and sneak peek here. There's actually going to be a colorized version of the coin coming out this fall. So there's that. They've got the 2020 proof silver eagles and the 2020 proof gold eagles. Once again, the imagery here a little bizarre. They've got the coins free running over the Midwest, mountain to mountain, and things like that. The Proof Silver Eagle program, I did notice that they're actually going to have Proof Silver Eagles printed and produced at two different mints because these first ones are from the West Point Mint, and then it notes that there's going to be a proof coin coming from the San Francisco Mint as well. So they're going to have two different proof silver eagles this year. The Mint has no shame when it comes to producing more and more content, more and more product, right? Okay, so these I want to spend just a minute talking about. This Platinum series, Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness. I haven't seen them in person yet, but they look like they're pretty nice. They have this joint reverse. The reverse is the same on all of them. This is what I think they should have done with the basketball one, by the way, is had one reverse with the basketball and then different obverses, right? So these series, I'd have to see them in person. It's kind of hard sometimes to tell how it translates. Um, these are relatively affordable if you like platinum. They're still pretty expensive with platinum at 800 and something. They're like $1,300, so they're not cheap. Um, but I do think that the designs are pretty well done. They're allegorical. They want to convey an image of uh, of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I thought that was interesting. By the way, that was originally going to be the pursuit of the ownership of land, and they put pursuit of happiness. And so, kind of an interesting thing there if you don't know that historically. This is one of my favorite coins, people. This Palladium coin. So you can still buy these. They're like $2,600 from the U.S. Mint, the 2019 version. Um, if you haven't seen this coin in person, it's stunning. The Mercury dime design and Adolf Weinman's reverse for the $half that was not used for the $half. It's slightly different than the Walking Liberty $half. Really stunning. This modern laser etching stuff isn't always intriguing to me. Sometimes it's like too much detailed, like on the Mark Twain coin, where his face is really, really harsh and rigid. You know, but this coin really gorgeous. Uh, Gold buffaloes, of course. Now we've got the buffalo coin with the buffalo. Once again, there's a cheese factor going on here. Very cheesy. Um, all right, this is fascinating. So they got the high relief coin coming out. First of all, they're still advertising the 2017 in here. So, which is interesting to me, which means that they're overproducing coins. They're not melting them down. So if they have a coin that flops and they, say we're going to make them to order or make 100,000 of them and they only sell 20,000, melt the rest of them and move on. I mean, it would be much better for the hobby if a coin had a low mintage because it wasn't liked. It's much more intriguing. Uh, than The 2020 version, pardon me, this is actually the 2019 version of the high relief. These are both coins. The silver one is a metal. It is not a coin. And I find this to be interesting also that they're doing the metals. They've kind of caught on a little bit, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of people come to the coin store and ask for them. So we've got our mint sets and proof sets, and I was reminded that if you want to get the different uh, enhanced mint, enhanced reverse proof, nickel, the different ones, there's 3 different types. You have to buy the silver set, the regular set, and the mint set to get that special nickel. So little gimmicky. They want you to buy all of the sets just to get those special mint marked nickels. I think it's one way to try to produce more and more coins, or make you buy the sets. Innovation dollars. Do you know about these? I don't think I've talked about these at all. The innovation dollars. So, one of the reasons I haven't talked about them, I have almost no customers come in looking for these. Um, and they're actually going to do one item from every state. So you can talk to your senator now about getting the Coin Geek on here for my innovations in technology, which is full of dot pixels and stuff like that. Me and technology, we don't get along. That's why I have an awesome editor. But some of the designs on these are actually pretty neat, but I don't hear anyone talking about them or looking for them. So, and maybe that's just me locally here. Maybe some of you coin dealers, my fellow brethren in the industry, have a lot of people looking for them. I have not. So here to date, I have not. Um, American Vistas. So we're talking about the state park program. Once again, images of coins in the lake. I I'm not buying it. I'm just it's a little bit far gone for me. So we got our statehood quarter program. Pardon me, America the Beautiful program. All right, this is something that really caught my eye because I've seen these metals over the years 1,000 times. They're usually brass. The original metals were piece metals back in the early 1800s, and I was fascinated by this because I saw these and I thought, oh, they're making more of these metals. They're actually making these out of silver, 1 ounce full silver, 9.99. So this is interesting to me. Their list price here is $46. Uh, I may just go ahead and buy a few of these just to have them and, price them a few dollars more than I paid. And they're kind of cool looking. Now, they want you to buy the little print for an extra $5. If you want to buy the print, you can. So, and by the way, Merry Christmas. So a little early for Christmas, but you can still buy, or once again buy, I don't think they make these every year, coins that are put into special Christmas ornament packaging. So you can go ahead and put things up on your Christmas tree, coins on your Christmas tree. Next up, the Native American Dollar Series. You know what? I actually really like this series because I find most of the designs are pretty well done, and I find that it ties in history well. So it's not like sometimes you get historical things put in, and you're like, what is that? Why is that there? But I really thought that they've done a nice job with this series, both design wise and historical wise, and it's kind of a neat series. People also are not really collecting these very much. The small dollars have some magical curse going back to Susan B. Anthony from the 70s. If we got rid of the dollar bill, by the way, we would have small dollars circulate all the time. But Americans don't do things like Europeans because we are Americans and we are arrogant and egotistical. But you know, but honestly though, if you want to have the dollar circulate, you get rid of the dollar bill. They advertise a little bit of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, and so you get some of the currency. I'm really fascinated that they call it wallpaper. I just think that is, once again, they're making a play on words, dad joke style, but it's just not what the collectors are looking for, as far as I can tell. The best deal on here, by the way, this 8-note sheet of $100 bills. They sell it for, I think it was $920. Yeah, $920. So it's a bit of a premium, right? But it'd be kind of cool to have on the wall. At least I think. I don't know many people who have them, who have $100 bills uncut, and I haven't seen them very much. Just a couple more pages here. We've got the these vignettes. They call it the print collection, and so it has um, different vignettes on it. I really am intrigued by the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, and Coast Guard series, on which they have printed the likeness of some military payment certificates. I think they're really handsome looking, and they're probably going to be really nicely done. They're $20. It's a print. It's nothing collectible really, but it's the type of thing you can give it to a friend if they're in the military. Just buy a little frame at Walmart or something, and not really related necessarily to coins per se, but it's a really neat item with the reprint of the MPC on there. I have a feeling that a lot of military guys aren't even familiar with the MPC if they're under the age of 40. Um, and then at the end, you've got the birthday sets that they put out. Undoubtedly, there's something magical and special about these that I don't have the time to read and listen to, but somewhere it'll end up in a PCGS holder, and someone will pay $1,000 for a nickel. That's how that happens. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Ben, the Coin Geek. Give me your feedback on the US Mint product catalog. If there's anything that you saw that stood out that you have interest in, or maybe the not so great things that you're going to say no thank you to. I'm Ben, the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thank you.